What's up everybody, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, my name is John. I make a bunch of self-improvement content, a little bit healthy lifestyle, and level up. So if that kind of stuff interests you, definitely like and subscribe, and also hit the notification bell so you can be notified every single time I post. Alright, so in the past, I have made a few videos about red flags in girls, but for this video, instead of focusing on the negatives, today I'm going to switch things up a bit and focus on the positive green flags. And one more thing before we get started, I just want to say that this is my main channel, and here, as I said, I focus on male self-improvement, but on my second channel at Jeepers John Reacts, over there I give some more of my advice as I react to the absurd dating scene in today's modern society. Hopefully, hearing some of the outlandish takes will encourage you to level up and take control of your life so that you won't have to put up with any of the nonsense. Alright, so getting back to the video, the first green flag in a girl is when she has a good family relationship. So when a girl has a good relationship with her family, this can be a good predicator to determine that she will also have a good relationship with you as her boyfriend. Just stop and think about that one for a second. If you meet a girl who doesn't have a strong, healthy bond with her family, what makes you think that she will have a strong and healthy bond with you as her boyfriend, which requires more time, more effort, more sacrifice, and is just overall more investment? I mean, it's just common sense, right? A girl needs to understand the fundamentals of the first loving relationship she was born into, which is her family, in order to expand that and share it with a partner in the future. Now, I know that there are some girls that are born into broken homes. Maybe her parents are alcoholics or addicted to drugs, so she never really had much of an example to emulate in the first place. In those situations, it's not her fault. I mean, she doesn't control what family she's born into. In those unfortunate circumstances, you're going to have to approach the girl with a little more sympathy if you really are interested in her. And moving on to my next green flag in a girl, number 2 of this list is when she has a good relationship with her father. So this green flag kind of ties in with the last one I just gave, but this one is much more crucial because when she respects her father, she will understand the fundamental need of the masculine role within the family. When a girl grows through her adolescent years within the household and sees her father going to work every day, putting in overtime, putting a roof over their head, clothes on their back, and food on the table, she has observed her dad make countless sacrifices for her and the rest of the family. And as I said earlier, she will come to understand that the masculine nature is an absolute necessity. And she won't shame you for being a man or calling it toxic masculinity like a lot of feminists like to say these days. She will learn to respect the masculine role by her father's doings. Then eventually, when she gets married and her dad walks her down the aisle and it's time to pass the torch on from the father to the husband, she will also respect the husband as well. Alright, so moving on to the next green flag in a girl, number 3 is when she has feminine energy. So in these complicated times, it is actually pushed by the media that when a girl acts in her natural feminine, she's considered weak, pathetic, and she should compete with a man and just become a boss babe. But when girls follow that mantra, it just makes them less attractive. I mean, I could go on and on about this topic, but just to keep it concise, if you're a girl who's fallen into this mindset and following the modern day feminist agenda, just stop. You're torturing yourself by going against your own feminine nature, and it's only going to lead to more misery and loneliness in the future. I mean, if a girl wants to go out and chase a career, that's fine with me. The problem is when they do it in spite of men and not for themselves. So moving on to my next green flag of this list, number 4, and that is when she knows how to cook. I could already see the comments that are going to be posted down below.
Women are worth more than just cooking. Did he just say he's going to chain his wife to the stove? What is this, the 1950s?
I mean, this green flag could kind of go both ways, but guys just tend to admire this quality in a girl more. Alright, next green flag in a girl, halfway done with this list. Green flag number 5 is when she loves animals. When a girl loves animals, it just expresses her nurturing and feminine nature, and that's just very attractive when a girl is able to express that. I mean, I remember back when I was with my ex-girlfriend and she would come over to the house, she would always greet the dogs and give them attention and play with them, and it was just very cute. It was a fun sight to see, and it actually made her more attractive, and I'm sure a lot of guys feel the same way. Alright, moving on to the next green flag, number 6 of this video, and that is when she works out. So obviously when a girl works out, she's clearly going to become more physically attractive as she maintains her weight and builds her hourglass figure. And although those benefits are good, trust me, they're great. But what I really admire the most about when a girl hits the gym consistently is that it shows that she takes care of herself and is willing to put in the work in order to maintain her youth as long as possible. And moving on to my next green flag of this list, number 7, and that is when she uses retinol. Now I know this one's kind of an oddball and not really common in these types of red flag, green flag videos, but this one kind of ties into the last green flag I just mentioned, because following this green flag will also help maintain her youth. So in case you don't know what retinol is, basically it's a skincare product that helps you maintain your youth by helping your skin produce more collagen and reducing the fine lines and wrinkles. So when a girl uses retinol, it just shows that she values her beauty and youth and is willing to invest money into certain products to protect her skin. This one's not just for girls, I actually use retinol myself. In fact, my last video on this channel, I posted a retinol tutorial right here. It was basically just a breakdown on how to use retinol for beginners. So for any of you guys and gals out there that want to reduce your fine lines and wrinkles, wrinkles, along with other skin benefits as well. Definitely go and check out that video I did after this one. So moving on to green flag number 8 of this list, and that is when she has a good credit score. So when she has a good credit score, that just ultimately means that she has good spending habits. She doesn't go on shopping sprees with credit cards that she can't pay off, and she actually has some good money management skills. Now, a lot of guys might overlook a bad credit score with a girl, but this is definitely one you should take serious, especially if you're gonna marry this girl, because once you marry a girl, usually you get into joint bank accounts, and all of your finances just become intertwined. And if a girl with a bad credit score with bad spending habits were to have access to your finances, that could totally wreck you and leave you bankrupt and ultimately bring down your credit score too. Actually, you might be able to keep your credit score safe as long as you don't put her as an authorized user under your account. However, it still could be dangerous to marry a girl with a bad credit score, so to avoid that, always make sure that the girl has good credit. Like I said, this is not very common in the dating world, but I strongly advise that you take a girl seriously with a good credit score, because a girl with bad credit and bad spending habits can really wreck you financially. Alright, so moving on to the next green flag of this video, number 9, and that is when she has good girlfriends. So when a girl has good girlfriends, this is ultimately a good indicator that she will also be good as well, because as the saying goes, you are the sum of the 5 people you hang out with. When a girl has a group of girlfriends who are also loyal to their own boyfriends as well, that loyalty that she witnesses will become contagious and she'll follow into that lead as well. The good influences from her friends that she has around her will keep her healthy and grounded. Alright, so finally coming at the last green flag of this list, green flag number 10, and that is she has a low body count. I'm just being honest, and someone had to say it, because when a girl has a low body count, it just shows that she's very selective with her men and she actually values herself. I mean, there's a whole lot more factors I could get into in this topic alone, but just to keep it short, the lower the body count a girl has, the more success she'll have in her marriage or just a relationship with the other man. On the other hand, when a girl has a high body count, they are most likely to stray. Her oxytocin levels will take a hit, and if you don't know, oxytocin is very essential for pair bonding. So the more partners a girl has, the less she'll be able to pair bond with the next guy and most likely end up in divorce. And this goes both ways. It does affect guys as well, but it affects girls more so to an extent. Alright, so that was all my 10 green flags in a girl. Let me know what you thought. Did I get these green flags right? Did I miss any? Or am I misogynistic for wanting to chain my wife to the stove? But alright, that was all I had for this video. And just to give you another reminder, this is my main channel. Here, as I said, I focus on male self-improvement. But on my second channel, at Jeepers John Reacts, there I give some more of my advice as I react to the absurd dating scene in today's modern society. And hopefully, after hearing some of the outlandish takes, will encourage you to level up and take control of your life so that you won't have to put up with any of the nonsense. But alright, that was all I had for this video. I hope you learned something of value today. I hope you learned something from my mistakes to better yourself. And until then, I'll see you in the next one.